Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all plusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter lines in the coordinate plane. The lessons we're going to cover today are coordinate plane, slopes of line, graph and slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, so let's just start with the lesson. Here I am on grade 10 math. The chapter we are on right now is lines in the coordinate plane. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is coordinate plane. So let's just start with the lesson. What are the coordinates plane of the point T? So here is the point T, right? You have to find the coordinates of the point T, right? So you have to look at the x-axis, that is -5, and then you have to look at the y-axis. So the coordinates of the point T are -5 and -2. For the T, they are -5 and -2, right? Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. What is the coordinates of the point K? Here is the point K, right? The point K is exactly on the y-axis. That means x is 0, right? And the y-axis, the point on the y-axis is -1. So that would be 0, -1. The correct option is option number 1, that is 0, -1 is the correct option. What are the coordinates of the point W? It is point W, right? You have to look at the x-axis, that is -1, and then the y-axis, that is 3. So the is -1 and 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which point has the coordinate 2, 2? X is 2 and y. Here is x2 and y2. So that is the point F. That means the point at 2, you have the point F. Point F. Which point has the coordinates -1 and -1? Which point has coordinates -1 and -1? So here is x -1, right? And here is y -1. So the point is W. W has the coordinates -1 and -1. W is the correct option. Which point has the coordinate -2 and 2? So which is the correct option? The correct option is x is -2 and y is 2. X is the correct option. The correct option is x. What are the coordinates of point V? The correct option is 3 and 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson, that is slopes of lines. Let's just start with the next lesson. We're going to learn how do we find the slope of the line, right? So when we have to calculate the slope of the line, we need to find, we need 2 points on the graph, right? Here is the first one and here is the second one, right? The coordinates for the first point are x is 80 and y is 0. The coordinates for the second point are x is 90 and y is 20, right? Now you need to calculate the slope. The slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is x1 y1 and that is x2 y2. So you need to calculate y2 minus y1. That is 20 minus 0 divided by 90 minus 80. 20 minus 0 is 20. 90 minus 80 is 10. So the slope is 2. M equals to the slope of the graph is 2. The correct option is 2. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Look at this graph. What is the slope? You need to find the slope of the graph, right? Let's just find any 2 points on the graph and calculate the slope, right? Here is the first one and here is the second one, right? You can select any 2 points, right? So for the first one, the coordinates are 10 and 0. For the second one, they are 50 and x is 50 and y is 60. Slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? This is x1, sorry, y1. This is y2. This is x1, x2. So y2 minus y1. 60 minus 0 is 60. Then 50 minus 10 is 40. So that is 6 by 4 or 3 over 2. The correct option is 3 by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. The correct option is 3 by 2. The correct option is 3 by 2. Number 2 is find the slope of the line that passes through 5, 5 and 7, 4. So which is the correct option? So y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. So which is the correct option? That is -1/2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Look at is the slope. Okay, so let's just see. Hmm, 3/2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 10, 9 and 214. So which is the correct option? The correct option is -5/8. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next. The next lesson is graph a linear equation. Let's just start with the next lesson. Graph the line using the y-intercept, using the slope and the y-intercept. Click to select points on the graph. Okay, you have to use the slope and the y-intercept, right? So you have to compare this equation with the slope intercept form of the equation, that is y equals mx plus b. Just compare the equation. Slope is -1/3 and b equals -1. -1 means the graph that passes through the y-axis at the point -1. That is 0, -1, right? So x is 0, y is -1. Here is the point, right? You have to look at the slope now. The slope is change in y divided by change in x, right? So you need to move down 1 point, and because that is negative, right? 1 is negative. So you need to move down 1 point and write 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Here is the other point. So just join these 2 points and make a line. That's how you make a line. What you have to do? You have to compare the given equation with the equation, that is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so here is the graph. Got it? The graphs look like this. Okay, graph the line using the slope and the y-intercept. So you have to compare the equation with the slope-intercept form of the equation. That is y equals mx plus b. That is 1 by 9x minus 1. M equals 1 over 9 and b equals negative 1. B is the y-intercept. That means the graph is passing through the y-axis at 1. X is 0, y is negative 1. Here is 0 and negative 1, right? So the slope is change in y divided by change in x, right? So 1 is negative. No, that is not negative. You need to move up 1 point and write 9 points. So here it is, right? When you move up and 9 points, that graph look like this. Got it? Okay, so the next example is what's wrong with the page? Okay, hold on. What's wrong with the page? I think let me just reload the page. Okay, the next one is graph the equation x equals 0. So x is 0 at the y-axis, right? X is 0 at the y-axis. So that means you need to make a line on the y-axis. That yellow line is on the y-axis, right? Okay, let's just start with the next lesson. The next lesson is that is equations of lines. Let's just start with the lesson. A line has a y-intercept of -8 and a slope of 1. What is the equation in slope-intercept form? So you are given the y-intercept, right? That is -8. And the slope, that is 1. So you have to write down the equation in the slope-intercept form. So the equation in slope-intercept form is that is okay, the y-intercept is -8 and the slope is 1. So you have to use the equation in the slope-intercept form, that is y equals mx plus b. So m is 1, the slope is 1. So replace the m with 1 and the y-intercept is -8. So the equation is y equals x minus -8. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Look at this graph. What is the equation of the line in slope intercept form? So you are given the graph. You need to find two things. The first one is you have to find the y-intercept and you have to find the slope. So here is the y-intercept. Y-intercept is the point the graph is passing through the y-axis, that is -9, right? So the y-intercept is d equals -9. The other thing you need to find the slope. The slope is mx b, that is y equals x minus 9 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is y equals x minus 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Look at this graph. What is the equation in slope intercept form? So which is the correct option? The y-intercept is 0 and the slope is 1. So the equation is y equals x. Option number 1 is the correct option. Look at this graph. What is the negative x? But why? Yes, that is y equals negative x. Sorry. A line passes through the point 1, 3 and negative 9, 3. What is its equation in slope intercept form? So which is the correct option? You are given the point, right? You have to write down the equation. That is y equals 3 because you can see the y has exactly same values, right? So the correct option is y equals 3. There is a line that includes the point negative 4, 7 and has the slope 1 and 10. What is its equation in point slope form? The point slope form is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. The point slope form like this, y minus y1 mx minus x1. So the point is negative 4 and 7, that is y minus minus 7 over 10 minus 7. That is y plus 7 equals 1 over 10 and x plus 4. So which is the correct option? That is option number 1 is the correct option. Y plus 7 equals 1 by 10 times x plus 4. Look at this graph. What is the equation of the line in slope intercept form? So which is the correct option? The correct option is y equals x plus 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. X minus 7. Oh yes, the y-intercept is at negative 7. Sorry, that is y equals x minus 7. A line passes through the point 4, 4 and 5, 2. What is its equation in point slope form? So which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 10 math. The chapter we were working on is lines in the coordinate plane. And the lessons we have covered today are coordinate plane review, slopes of the line, graph a linear equation, equations of lines. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please have any. If you have any question, you can please ask. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.